Greetings, it's Iain from Marty here. Welcome to another classic album show. Forgot what I was saying there. And today we have got a classic. It's one of my favourite psychedelic rock albums. I first heard this in the 80s. It got one of my favourite tracks on it, and it's also the American version, which is the version I have now. Okay, I've only downloaded it, but I did have this on cassette for many years, and again I lost a lot of my cassettes. I don't know what happened to them, but this has just got some great tracks on it. I'm talking about, of course, Surrealistic Pillow by Jefferson Airplane. Can't even say it. A great band. I've gone through many phases, but I really love the early Jefferson Airplane. Not a fan of We Built This City on Rock and Roll, sorry. But this to me was one of the best psychedelic albums, and defined the San Francisco sound, I think, as well. And they were the first band from the Bay Area to achieve international commercial success. So, Surrealistic Pillow was their second album. It was released on RCA Victor, 1st of February 1967. And it's the first album that featured Grace Slick on the vocals and drummer Spencer Dryden. Album peaked at number 3 on the Billboard in America, certified platinum, and it's considered to be one of the quintessential works of early psychedelic rock. So who's on here? We've got, of course, the mighty Marty Balin on vocals, guitars, Jack Cassidy on the bass and fuzz brass and rhythm, Spencer Dryden on the drums, Paul Cantona on the rhythm, lead vocals on a couple of the tracks. Now, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think it's Jorma Kaukonen, lead guitar, Grace Slick. What a great little band. So the first track on this is a great track. She Has Funny Cars. Love the drums on this. They're just amazing. And then you get that really eerie sort of vocal from Grace Slick. So what a way to open up the album. It sort of blows your brains out before you're only in track 1. Then we do get that classic song, Somebody to Love. Love Grace's vocal on this. It is fantastic. It's just one of the great tracks from the 60s. I love this track to death. It's one of my favourites. Okay, everybody likes it, but there's a reason for that, isn't there? Because it is a good track. Then we get My Best Friend. This is quite funky and groovy and a sound of the time. It's a real good little tune, and I've got no problem with that one at all. Next track is called Today. I think this is, who's this, because they all sing on this, and it's hard to say who sings on Today. It's Marty Balin doing the lead vocal on this one. It's a very good track. I love the guitar bits on this as well. It's really, really good. Come Back to Me is another good track, and I think that's Marty as well. Yeah, Marty sings on that one as well. I think that's one of his best songs on here. So psychedelic. It's brilliant. Then we got 3/5 of a Mile in 10 Seconds. One of the heavier tracks on here. I love Jack Cassidy's bass line thumping. And I don't know who sings on this one. It's Grace. Obviously it's Grace sings on this one, and yeah, it's Marty again. Marty and Grace sound great on this. Brilliant track. Then we get D.C.B.A. 25. I love the bass line. I think there's someone different singing on this one, I do believe. Find it in a moment. It's there somewhere. Yeah. Co-lead vocals here are done by Paul Cantona. Very good. How Do You Feel? I think this has got some really nice harmonies. You've got three. They're all great singers, and that's, I think, that what makes the harmonies on that absolutely brilliant. Great track. And then we got Embryonic Journey. This is written by Jorma Klugen. That's a weird track, really is, but it's really good. Then we got a track that was not on the UK version, but now I've downloaded it. I've got it on a compilation album, but I've now got it on the album that should be, and it's the brilliant White Rabbit. It's just brilliant. My favourite psychedelic rock track, without a doubt. It's just eerie, awesome, terrific vocal from Grace Litt. Just love it to death. What can I say? Then we have the Plastic Fantastic Lover. Great bass line from Jack Cassidy. Love the guitar work on this. It's just amazing. So I think, in my humble opinion, this is the greatest, one of the greatest psychedelic rock albums of all time. They made some great albums in them early years, and this is one of them. Great musicians, iconic sounds. People talk about this, and this is a proper classic album in my mind. This is one I keep playing. I've been playing it solidly now for 15 years. It gets played at least, I don't know, I do play this a lot. It's definitely a Sunday morning album for me, and I can only give it one thing because it's that brilliant. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because it was a pioneering album, and if you hadn't had these, we would have had some of the other great bands. You know, there was around about Pink Floyd as well, and you know, at least some of these albums you won't have some of the bands we listen to today. We wouldn't have had, probably, you know, the Gentle Giants of the world and Camel and bands like that, you know, all influenced by this great sound that come from San Francisco. Okay, that's all for today. We'll be back tomorrow, and tomorrow is the first part of the Eric Clapton story, and we'll be looking at his work with the Yardbirds, and we're going to do the whole of the Yardbirds albums because it features probably three of the greatest guitarists this country has ever produced: Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck and Jimmy Page. I couldn't do that, just do what Eric done. I thought I'd give a bit of love to the whole band. And then tomorrow's retro ranking, it's just tidying up the suite. We did the albums last week, and we're going to do the Nun album singles tomorrow. So join me for that. Again, if you like what we're doing, you know what you got to do. Hit that subscribe and hit that bell, and you will never miss out on these mixture of different music genres that we do on the channel. So have a great bank holiday day here in the UK, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.